What's happening, guys? Episode 9 of the Fulham Career Mode today. Kicking it off, a trip to Old Trafford, a trip down memory lane for the man we signed in the previous episode, Mason Mount. Now, last time we played United, cheeky little 1-0 victory right at the start of the season. I think it was the second game of the season. Really, really good performance from us at the Cottage. This one, 13 minutes in, first chance is going to fall to United. And a very, very, I'd say, soft penalty. We'll have a look at the replay here. Anderson kind of getting into the back of Sesko. It is a penalty, but it's very soft. You know, someone like Sesko shouldn't really be going down there. Do we save it? No. We go the right way. Can't quite get a hand to it. Leno's been great this season. He's already saved one. I think it was against Salah again in the Liverpool game. So this is now 1-1 in his penalties this season. But this game is crazy. I was kind of saying in the previous episode, we were really kind of struggling to get the AI to come forward. 21 minutes into this one, we're 2-0 down. Sesko is what they call that one. But yeah, I was talking about how the AI, they don't really attack. We've not really conceded as many goals as I think we should have this season. And I think that is true. But obviously, there has been some mini patches and whatnot. So hopefully, that kind of counteracts this. We can kind of get it a bit more realistic as Sesko scores another header to make it 3-0 to United. Really, really poor way to start off this episode. He's got 4 goals this season, 2 of them been against us. Just really, really poor. Another chance here, Delict. Well saved from Leno. Keeping it, kind of saving our blushes slightly. As another corner is going to come their way, they're just abusing the set pieces. As this time, Acuna rises higher than Lewis. Makes it 4-0. And it's just... like that, 4-0 down. Like, how am I going to react to this in the second half? Well, we're going to try, you know. All we can do is try. And when 50 minutes in, we finally get a little break in the back line. And Omega Man tucks it into the back of the net, grabs the ball. Because we've got 40 minutes to score 3 goals to get back on level terms. Maybe even score 4 and win it. Well, 63 minutes in, we're going to have another chance here as Berger. We're just abusing that back line. It's not the quickest. And Omega Man makes another great run, but he just needed to hold it slightly because he is quicker than Maguire, than Delict, than all the players they've got in that back line. We just need to time the runs. We just need to kind of a bit of fortune for some of these chances. Another great header here. Well saved. I think they've got Lemmers in goal for this one. 86 minutes in though. The game at this point is dead and buried. Sesko's looking for his hat-trick. Hits the post. Really unfortunate, really unlucky there. Not to be walking home with the match ball. But like I said, game's not done till the final whistle is blown. And we're going to have another chance here. Skipping past the back line. They've got Livramento. Really good signing there. But he's got nothing on the pace of Adama Traore as Iwobi puts it across. Too little, too late though. Unfortunately for ourselves, as instantly from kickoff, we are going to win back the ball. We are going to look to make it 4-3 and the chance, chance a hat-trick could be on the cards. Not quite. And that is how the game ends, 4-2. A flurry of chances from them in the first half on what was deadline day. We didn't have any action on the kind of final day of the transfer window. We just kind of let it go out. We're just going to see it through to the summer. And hopefully we bounce back in this game against Everton because it's tight, it is compact in the kind of Conference League, Europa League kind of positions in the Premier League right now. And Everton, I think they're in there around us. It is ourselves, Everton, Crystal Palace, Spurs and United haven't had the best of seasons. They're kind of there around us. And when you go 1-0 down again, this time to Tieno Barry, 15 goals and 24 appearances, really nice season from him. It's not what you want, you know. At home as well, we want to be winning these types of games. We want to be kind of solidifying ourselves with a real chance come the end of the season, because we're in kind of the end game now as we enter February, just past the window closing. A great save from Pickford does deny us going back onto level terms. Going to have another chance here as he kind of slides, and another great save denying us again. But there is a real possibility that we don't get European football this season, and I think, should we not get European football, I might have a look at the new manager kind of merry-go-round type thing, and maybe look to secure a move to a team that does have European football, should their manager leave, obviously. We want to kind of keep it semi-realistic. I think what we've done with Fulham so far this season is impressive for a manager in their first season. We are kind of the type of kind of perfect archetype of manager that a team will take a chance on. As Omega Man makes it 19 goals this season, we are 1 away from 20. He's still not quite the top goal scorer. That is still Haaland and Isak. And obviously Barry's really close to him. But we're going to continue to thrive with our man up top, and he's going to look to add another one here. Great save from Pickford again, denying him. Pickford's been like his enemy this game, just denying him constant chances as it's 1-1. I think we've probably had the better chances this game against Everton. They've kind of, they've done well in not sitting back, but defending and keeping it at just 1-1, giving themselves a real chance as we enter the final few minutes of this game as McNeil finds Guilherme. A great ball up to Barry. He's been clinical this season, so we need to watch out for him. And for some reason we don't. For some reason we let the man that now has 16 goals in the league this season just waltz into our box. We allow Jack Grealish, an incredible creative player, to just pass it to him. Puts it top bins. And we are going to lose back-to-back games in what I just stated is a clinical part of the season. We need to lock in and get some results, as we had a real final chance there. It did get cleared away by the Everton centre-back, and we lose. We lose to United, we lose to Everton, and now we've got City at the Etihad. Really not the type of game you want, when you need to bounce back from two kind of disappointing results. A trip to the Etihad is probably the last thing you want. Maybe a trip to Anfield, just as bad. But we are playing the top goal scorer in the Premier League this season, Erling Haaland. What a player he is. Honestly, I'd say Haaland, Kane, maybe Mbappe. Like, very, very super duper early Ballon d'Or shout for next season. Should they keep up the form they're currently in, I can easily see them winning that award. But this game, get back onto it. Adama Traore, I've chucked him out on the wing. We've kind of got back onto good terms after he kind of got a bit pissed that his contract was kind of going down. We weren't offering him one. We did end up giving him a 1-year extension. And thank God we did, because he whips it in and it's going to be headed home by Omega Man. Number 20 is scored on the head of Erling Haaland. There's a new man in town, and his name is Emmanuel Omega. Some people call him the Omega Man. But Adama Traore, he's been really, really good when he has played, so actually quite fortunate that we did kind of lock him down. You can see there, though, the weather effects. Robinson slips, the ball not quite moving as quick as it is. It's more of a waterlogged kind of wet, rainy kind of pitch than the slick passing that rain can cause sometimes, as Adama does almost make it 2-0 against City. But we have been the better team in this game. We have so far played them off the park in their own stadium, but when you've got the quality, the likes of Rafinha, of Erling Haaland up top, you've still got Foden and all these incredible players, it's never over. Now you can see Bassi isn't playing in this starting the back line, so I say. He actually picked up a knock in the Fulham game. It's one of those kind of hidden knocks that you don't really see at the time. He's going to be out for a couple of days. He's going to miss a couple of games, unfortunately, as City do make it 1-1. They level terms just before half time, and another chance here. They could be going up. At halftime, Ruben Dias just absolutely dunks on his former teammate. I've not been too impressed with Rico Lewis this season, but look at this from Traore. This alone is just why we should probably offer him another contract, because that is incredible dedication. Gets the better of Guardiola. Guardiola's forced to take him out. Does so. Advantage is played. Gets back to his feet. Puts the cross in. Iwobi makes it 2-1. We're back in front. Another chance though here, as it's going to be played out to Phil Foden. There's a man in the middle. Rodri, Mr. Clutch is what they call him. Haaland shoots, and a great save from Leno does deny them the chance to get back onto level terms. Rico Lewis, it's headed across, and unfortunately this is, I think, the second time this has happened. Happened against West Ham, and now it's happened here as Haaland goes back into first place in the Golden Boot race. 1 goal now ahead of Omega Man, and another chance to win it at the death. But no, they don't. And I'll take that. A 2-2 draw. It's not quite the bounce back we wanted from the 2 defeats, but to go to the Etihad, play like we played, I think it is commendable. Now, yeah, a real chance to get a bit of money, a bit of dosh. Obviously, I don't know if it resets actually going into the next season, but Rodrigo Muniz, he's not a starter for us. If we can get anywhere close to kind of 17.5 to 20, anywhere in between there for him, we'll take it. And that is exactly what Atalanta have offered us. 18.5, a real good offer. And we'll bite your hand off of that. As we come to the final game of today's episode, Tranmere Rovers in the FA Cup. We've gone on somewhat of a cup run. We have been a bit fortunate with some of the teams we have played. We haven't actually played a Premier League team yet in this FA Cup. It's going to be short and sweet, this one. A finish from the man we have just sold on what could be one of his final goals for the club. He makes it 1-0, and that is going to be the final score of this game against Tranmere. A relatively poor result actually for us. And you're probably seeing we're playing in our away kit at home. Tranmere have 2 of the worst kits. The clash is just insane. I don't know if you've not seen it, take a look at it, because it is incredible how poor they clash. But that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.